Do you know that the most deadliest of wars have been fought because of the cause of religion? Right from the French Revolution, the French Wars, the Wars of 30 Years, the Syrian Civil Wars. We'll come to the Muslim world, you say Jihad War. The Christian world is called the Crusade. And every one of them are connected to the fact of religious dispute. And up to this moment, up to this time, these wars keep going on. The Middle East, down in Africa, every corners of the world, wars are fought and they're all connected to religion. And today, on this wonderful episode of Vivid Opinion, we are going to be talking about this factor. Has religion done more harm than good in our world? So, with me on the show today, we have a very wonderful guys, and we're going to be gambling on this word. Has religion done more harm than good? But before we go on, let's introduce these guys.
Yeah.
From my immediate right.
Yeah. It's my pleasure to be on Vivid Opinion. My name is Gabriel.
Okay.
Probably known as MC Gabriel.
MC Gabriel.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do, Gabriel?
I'm a photographer.
Oh,
And I'm MC, hype man,
wow.
show promoter.
Everything.
PR.
Everything.
Actually, I'm planning to dive into cinematography.
Wow, you're a
But
true Nigerian.
Yeah.
You need to survive.
But
That's nice.
but so many advice, like, you can't really do all.
Okay.
Just do one.
That's you have a very
Perfect
very great, nice portfolio.
Yes. Just trying to survive.
You know, art politician join.
No, future.
I foresee with everything we know shot. All right, my guy, have a now.
I feel blessed to be here on Vivid Opinion. My name is Big Chief. I'm also an MC, hype man, brand promoter, artist manager, road manager, and also entertainment.
Wow. That's nice. It's nice having that. If I thought the people here are MCs. Unless except me, I'm an ex. Okay, so right into the topic. This factor of religion and everything. In fact, you get what my mother do then. When we're small, if we begin singing any song, they say this one a devil song, this one a Jesus song, that kind of thing. So we begin to sing any song. Like let's say we are singing there's this Kunkere or something. Not Kunkere, they didn't then. There was this Makosa Awilo.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, Maybe we shout, we will know him purposely just shout Jesus. If we shout Jesus, my mom will just say, okay, now Jesus music. For the fact of say she hear Jesus, you talk Jesus inside the song. So like there's always, in fact, we all grew up in a religious home.
Yeah,
everybody. Whether you don't turn atheist now, whether you don't turn transgender now, whether anywhere you did at one time you started from the church. And you've been into entertainment, you would also agree that a large portion of entertainers actually started from the church or from the mosque. At least there is a body of religion they started from. So I want to understand, do you think this factor of religion, as much as it also calms us down in a way or makes us think about the afterlife and think about what we do you think it has done more harm than good? So let's say
no, for me, the whole religion topic is very broad. You understand? No matter if we start today, go reach like forever. We still discuss them. Based on the kind of way. But to me, I feel religion has done more good. You understand?
All right.
Based on your own belief. You
Right.
understand? Whatever you believe in. You understand? And say the religion itself varies. You understand? If it be traditionalist, if it be other, you understand? If it be Christian, if it be Muslim. You understand? As far as I get religion and I believe in that religion.
Okay.
You understand? So me, I feel a lot of people have taken the religion to whatever they're doing, and they don't believe and it work for them. So I feel religion has done more good.
More good.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is way your face.
Well, I would say religion is actually a broad topic to talk about, but to me, religion has done more harm than good because there's a lot of points to it. There's a lot of things to say to it. There's a lot of things that has to do with religion trying to affect the present situation that we are, let's say in the world, where people are on this, how's it called? On this level of whole vibe and all. So religion has actually done more harm than good to our world.
Okay.
Yeah.
More harm in one sense.
More harm than good. Like, for instance now, like, let's say, when you come to Nigeria, first of all, let me use the Nigeria basically for this example. First of all, in Nigeria, there are some kind of music that you cannot play in the north. There are some kind of things that you cannot do in the north because of the nature of religion. We have some places in the north that are Sharia states.
Okay.
And there are some kind of entertainments that you cannot be allowed to take place in such places. Like, let's say you cannot take some artists that we have in Nigeria now and go and be singing, come here, waiting they worry you, bring body make I rock come here, because religion has eaten people to that level of, okay, this performance cannot happen here because of the way the whole rules are.
Do you think it's religion or morals?
It's religion.
Okay.
It's religion.
Okay, because pointing it out, let me just talk of the recent stuff that happened that brought up this topic. We've had like times when artists, like we're focusing on entertainment now, when artists would being in a creative industry,
Yeah.
you tend to want to explain what your concept is, probably about a particular song, a particular movie, or a particular let's say art you drew. Yeah. If you tend to use a factor of something that spells something to another religion, it causes problem. For instance, I've seen musical videos where you have like dancers wearing sisters' garment.
Yeah.
And then you see the whole scan and everybody is coming at that person. Yeah. And then of recent there was this one of Davido's new signing.
Yeah.
So
that actually dragged him.
But to me, okay. Yeah, my own opinion though. Thank God we are on vivid opinion.
Yeah.
So to my own opinion, I feel that was a disrespect to someone's religion.
Okay.
You understand? Because everybody has his own doctrine that governs his religion.
Okay.
You get me? I have people that are traditionalists. They don't eat fish. I have a friend that does not eat fish.
Okay.
He's a traditionalist. You understand?
Yeah.
So you can't, when it comes to your house and you give him food and you test it, there's fish there. That friendship you guys have, it's over.
Doesn't this tell you that the religion actually have done harm?
It has not really done harm. You get it? He has not been eating fish for a long while since he knows himself. And he's doing fine.
Okay, but before you learn, let me bring you back to when we will tell ourselves that as a human being, you have freedom of rights, freedom of speech,
okay,
freedom of how you dress, freedom of what to do, freedom of how you move and how to do your things. So where is the freedom of speech we have now? Can you say that I cannot just go to a core Muslim place and say, thank you, Jesus, openly, and people will not look at me like, who is this one? Where is the freedom of speech? Oh. People are scared. Christians now are scared. Core Christians are scared to go and serve in, let's say, a Muslim area. So where is the freedom? There's no freedom.
Okay.
That is the truth, because if you check now, somebody that has, let's say, finished schooling, maybe at University of Lagos, and they post him to, let's say, Bauchi to go and serve, or call Bruno, he will say, okay, because of the fact that Bruno is core Muslim, so I don't want to get involved in anything that has to do with the Northerners and all. Even when you leave, you as a Christian staying in the North, you relocate maybe to Lagos, the moment you hear you are from the North, you say, this one a Hausa. So sometimes you even need to introduce yourself. My name is Peter. Okay. I only grew up there.
You grew up from the North?
I'm not.
So you get this experience.
You get. So I grew up in the North. So basically I can explain to you how growing up in the North has affected when you're trying to introduce yourself. People just say, this one Hausa. So you have to introduce yourself. Because my name is Peter. So when you call Peter, okay, Peter na name for Bible. Let's say he betray Jesus. You get. So when you call Peter, they'll say, this one just grow up for there, no be saying that. So you get. So to me, religion has actually eaten the hearts of people to the level of people are always trying to be careful to help you from the North or to help you. So
you know the factor why I brought this talk about the whole Davido issue. It's majorly about, for me, I saw the news, and for me I think there is a limit to being having the freedom of speech. Let me not say freedom of speech. Let me say freedom of expression.
Is it freedom of speech?
Expression.
Of expression. Abusing someone's religion.
No, freedom of expression.
So you feel when you abuse someone's religion or you disrespect someone's religion. Of expression.
For instance, let's give a definition of comedy. For instance, let's go to the word of comedy. I do comedy, right, as a person, and I'm like, okay, I get on stage. There are insensitive words, as a mature person, not to use. And I get on stage, immediately I just start saying something. If you mention the word Muhammad immediately, everybody just they're waiting for you to drop that rubbish. Yeah, there's a judgmental waiting. You mention the word Jesus, everybody's looking at you. Okay, let's see.
Comic.
Because at that point, they're not waiting to see the sense you're making. You know, when someone listens to you judgmentally already, no matter if you are making sense, because you listen with the ear of, I want to see what this person wants to say, and I want to pass judgment. At that point, you're not listening to it literally. You're listening to it to criticize with the ears of a critic. You understand? So I don't know, but I still feel that it's done much harm than good. Still getting your point. So I want to understand from you now, because I don't want to carry them as based on saying my own thoughts. So I want to understand, because I actually grew up in Mother of Pentecostal. When they talk Mother of Pentecostal Church, Assemblies of God Church, and in fact, people probably will not know, I've won best side competition. The best side competition in my church is like a Bible competition where you have to recite the Bible verse from King James Version. And I grew up with pastors like as a Sunday school. My teachers are theologians, like pastors that are theologians. So if I go to any other church, he listens to that pastor say, the day be shallow. Because I go connect Bible to another Bible to explain something to you. So probably when it comes to Bible thing, I'm gonna leave me there. Do you understand? So that's how I grew up. So I'm trying to explain that I was embedded in religion, but in that religion, I saw a lot of, let me just say, bullshit that happened. I think one of the things that happened then, why I think, because I want you to help me.
Okay.
Based on say I grew up from church, I want to make, actually they say you don't do more good.
Okay.
Make help me. One of the things I discovered there was okay. First of all, let me go of recent. I've seen other. In fact, okay, let's go 20. When after my SS3, because I play musical instruments, so I took my friend. We played musical instruments. We can't tell this pastor say, the pastor told me he's gonna pay me. I remember I think 1,000 naira. It was not big money, not now. So 1,000 naira. So to my, I don't tell my guy, we don't just finish school. So we're like, okay, cool, let's do this thing. We went to this revival. I played the drums. My guy played the keyboard. At the point, the singer was not giving them what wanted, so they had to shift them. I had to collect the mic, and I was singing and playing the drums, so everything goes with the flow. So Papa pastor will say, music no go away. So I was doing this thing, and after I finished, the pastor now came to me. He was like, okay, after the revival, we get members, but they know to give offering. Like he spoke it, so well. And because I grew up, from the church, so I had to be very calm. But I was boiling because I came with somebody. What would I tell the guy that came with me? And at that point, I think I lost one score mark for religion because I was very religious. Yeah. And then the other point of recent was in 2020. So during the lockdown period, I got into financial issues. My business, the job I was doing had to shut down. There was all that. And I was playing instruments for a particular church. And we would play, and so they were paying me more of transport, not like you were paying me.
Like paying you.
So after the whole thing, during lockdown, I called church now and said, oh, 680 days up, I need help. And I remember I was asking of 2020, I was asking for 10,000 naira. And this church, did meet. They said they would call meeting. For 10,000 naira. They'll call meeting. They called meeting, assemble everybody, deacon and deaconess for 10,000 naira for my matter. After they discussed and everything, they came back.
Sorry, cutting short. Are you blaming the church for setting a meeting?
No, I'm coming. It's still religion.
A meeting.
No, I'm not blaming them. I'm coming. I'm coming now. Okay. So now, they don't do meeting. The man call me. Now me, based on say they call meeting, I they wait. Normally, 10,000 to me wasn't much money then for you to call. Yeah, to me. Yeah, it's true. Because I know the service I was putting into the church.
The church, yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So we do service finish. Pastor Kon, the secretary of the church, that was the man I called. Also a deacon. And he called me, was like, okay, that the church have what they are doing. I understand that the church have, because I'm a reasonable person. I know it's not just me that is the problem of the church. Do you understand? But I actually have never asked them for anything for the years I've been with them. And they said that what will happen is that they will give me 5,000 naira. Do you understand? Yeah. And then I will find a way to sort myself out. Now, when that thing happened, it was not what stopped me from going to church. So I point you out. Apart from that, it was the fact that my problem, I can't tell them to every one or two, because problem where you get, not to yourself. If I tell an adult, an elder in church, he's supposed to keep it to himself. Then if he tells it to other elders, the other elders, but I'm not hearing it from like I have a conversation with a young person. The person is telling me back my problem. Yeah, that's waiting they solve my life. The shocks. Not be this person at a point, and I saw that there was internal stuff going on, and I was seeing a whole different life. I'm like, wait, this is not church. I'm using the church now at this point. This is not church that I'm used to. Church is supposed to be where you come for problems. Do you understand? So help me on that part. Help me on that part.
First of all, I wanted to correct you on something.
Okay.
When you said something about Muhammad, there was no respect when you said that. Next time maybe you say Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay.
You understand? Put more respect to it.
To it.
Yeah. So the whole thing here is what you're trying to say is not about religion here.
All right.
It's just individual. You get the Christian body from the womb as the teaching as someone that's been in assembly. You said assembly, yeah, or apostolic.
No, Assemblies of God. Assemblies like
you get. Thank God, your GO, Ideosa.
Not Ideosa.
Yeah, what's that?
I was we elect people in.
But
no, generally, it's not Ideosa. Ideosa was a pastor in Assemblies of God before he left. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I was saying is that religion has really helped. You understand? So let's just check it out. Yeah? Back in the days when there was no religion, because Africans normally, predominantly, we were traditionalists. We had no religion.
Yeah.
Nobody had religion. We were just Africans without the name Nigerians. You understand?
Yeah.
It was just regions before religion came in. You get? And back then, it was strictly idols we were worshipping. You get?
Yeah.
And the rest of them, there was a lot of barbaric practice that was going on, like the killing of twins. You understand? Because I am also a twin. Imagine, you understand? But late, you understand?
Yeah.
You get? So imagine they gave back to me during the era before Mary Celeste came in. You understand? They could have killed my twin brother. But because of Christianity, you understand? Sorry, because of religion, let me say Christianity, you understand? All those things have stopped.
Okay.
You get me? And the rate at which religion has really helped a lot of people, like morals, you understand? Christianity has really brought a lot of people to that norm of being themselves. You understand?
Okay.
Not being like normally everybody decrease. You understand?
Okay.
But once you start church,
you can't.
once you start monks. So that's what I'm talking about. You understand? So religion, it has no more good.
It's brought like self-control.
Yeah, self-control, moral.
Self-control. Now, before you learn, let me talk about what you're trying to say, that before the Western world brought religion upon us. Like, yeah, religion has done more harm, because when you try to check out how it has affected us, based that the Western world brought religion upon us. Before, we don't used to believe in all these. Now, if you check out how the whole organization has turned into, based on religious base, women now are even more loyal to their pastor. They even respect their pastor more than their husband.
It's not that they're respecting their pastor more than their husband. You get? They are respecting. You understand?
Respecting what, sir?
Because in every religion,
Have you
more of like a messenger.
Have you seen a situation whereby a woman will go to the church and respect, bow to the pastor, do a lot of things, bring food,
even to imams?
No.
Eh?
They respect their husbands too.
They listen to imam.
No. They respect imam.
Now you see, a woman now will go home and be disrespecting the husband, because the husband and this some of these pastors are the ones causing family problems, making a lot of women to leave their husbands' house, because they are trying to propel
causing problems.
Their anointing that is not even anointed.
They are not causing problems. You understand? They are not causing problems. You get?
What are they causing?
If a woman chooses to respect her pastor, it's because of what the pastor has made her to understand. Because in everything you do in life, it boils down to understanding. You get?
So the husband now that so now are you trying to say the husband? Are you trying to say the vows?
The husband,
are you trying to say the vows being taken on the altar when you are telling to your husband that for better, for worse, for sickness, for poorer, for richer for the
death do us
part. Where did they say for pastor for advice?
No.
It is not there.
That the better for worst. It's all in the better for worst.
So if your husband, if you are seeking an intervention of a pastor to help you give you advice on how to treat your home, and the respect you're supposed to give to your husband, you are taking it down to your pastor and forgetting that your husband deserves more respect.
The way they try and make me say, based on respect. Do you understand? Respect is talking about, because it actually normally happens. It happens like not normally.
I'm not saying it does not happen.
Norm. Yeah, the norm is that the imam, the pastor, immediately where imam don't they tell and say, oh, in fact, my mama, if she see pastor, immediately pastor they enter. Till now, she they bend down, nearly lie down. My papa go they come. My man don't go do like that too.
Familiarity. No?
That's what I'm saying. Aside familiarity, I'm talking about like we know in our homes that our moms don't listen. Our mothers don't listen to our dads as much as they listen to the religious leaders, the pastors, the imams. So that's probably what he's saying. So are you saying that?
Why wouldn't you respect your religious leader?
Not about. We're not. He's not talking about respecting the religious leader, because the religion leader, the pastor, you're still under his authority too.
Yes.
But we're talking about the fact that if you feel say, I go kill this man today, and pastor can't tell you, no do him. Calm down. Abi? Why in the notion of, or you say, no, today, this is what I want to do. I want to do A. Your husband say, don't do A. You know, hear what your husband talk. But
do you know why?
Maybe imam or pastor say, don't do A, calm down. You can't calm down.
Do you know why?
Why is it like that?
In the spiritual realm, there's ranking.
All right.
You get, there's baby Christian, there's baby Muslim, and there's higher ranking.
All right.
Those men of God, they have higher ranking when it comes to the spiritual realm.
But is it not the same Bible that said...
They have better understanding to religion.
The same Bible that said, wives, respect your husband. Respect your husband. If you go back in time before religion became religion, back in the time of Abraham, because religion actually started in the time of Moses. Do you understand? So let's go back to the time of Abraham. The Bible said, because why I'm using that part of the Bible, because Islam also used that same part of the Bible. The Bible said, Sarah called Abraham, my Lord. My Lord. How many wives he called their husband, my Lord?
Man, a lot of women are doing that. A lot of women are doing that. Maybe you never express that. You know how many women where they call that?
In Twitter they see.
You know how many? You know how many women they call their husband daddy.
Daddy, that one my notion now. And the other they call her
mommy. It not be all this papi.
Now give and take.
Papi chinedu, papi. Yeah,
but like being honest, yeah. I'm trying to shiver what I'm saying, but being honest. Don't you think, because saying religion has done more good, I want to hear that good. So myself, I go,
religion has done more good. You understand? Imagine saying no because of, say, some people still they get that mind. Say, God, I go die, I go hellfire.
All right.
If it's everybody, they rate at Twitch, boys, everybody one sachet. If it's everybody for no one enter street.
Okay,
but because of religion, you understand, people get that fear.
Make I shift you small. You understand?
You understand?
Let me shift you small too. Because it's that fear.
Yeah.
That fear, in psychology, fear creates control. You understand? Yeah. In an economy, if you want to create control, you bring fear. Do you understand? Now, let's go back to centuries back. Do you know that most of the wars, let's say the Crusade wars, like the way when I did intro, you see where the king is in charge of the church. I'm using the church now. The same way that the Sultan and all the Caliphate and all that, they are also in charge of the church and also in charge of the regions, right? Now, if they come, they proclaim, for instance, the church now would say, it's the war of the Lord. That they give it the name, all of them give it the name Holy War, right? The church will call it a crusade, and the Islam will call it jihad. Now, for the church will now tell them, if you do this, if you die straight for the war, they go heaven, which is the goal of the final goal where you're going to, the final destination. And then for the Islam, the jihad war, that will be like, if you so virgins, now holy one. Now you understand? That means the final goal is actually heaven. So it gives people the notion, because now there are so many conflicts that are happening. We're not just talking about, because people they think in Islam, it's not really Islam. There are also other religious wars that are going on. Also in the church mostly, right? And in the Islam, we can hear Boko Haram. Why? They will talk about say because they want to stop Western religion, education, right?
Education,
Which is the foundation of Boko Haram. That means there's a doctrine they are following. There is a teaching they are following. It's all because of religion. Now we are coming to even too close. If you go back from time, like the wars, they are about more than 100 wars that have been fought, and they are the most deadliest of wars that have been fought. And let me tell you the truth. Even if you talk about the IPOP, the ESN, that's the Igbo side, you would know that the wars are generally, in fact, even as they are saying, oh, if it's because Igbo, they go use Yoruba, Islam thing, and say they try one take over. Do you understand? It's more like a control. So do you think, how would you look at all these things and still think that religion has done more harm, or that it has created more divide? Because that's what it has done, more divide. We'll come to politics now. Before a person go win election, it's divide and conquer. And what does he use? Apart from ethnicity, let me tell you what they use more. The biggest and strongest force is telling you, I'm a Christian, because I'm a Christian, vote for me. My opponent is a Muslim, he will do this. And the opponent is telling the other people, I'm a Muslim, vote for me. And because my opponent is a Christian, it creates more divide. So nobody's actually looking at whether the person is capable. So let's understand, are you saying with all this, religion does still do more good?
My brother, I want to say that from my own experience in life.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
I've stayed in both.
All right.
The Muslim region, you understand, the Christian, where Christian are more dominant and where Muslims are more dominant. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, for facts, I'm trying to say this here. Religion has really helped in morals.
Okay.
We get, because I've stayed where, probably in the north, there are things I can't wear. You get?
Sure, of course.
You get me, yeah?
Sure.
That does not mean it's not a good thing. You get? That is the way. That's the way the religion has been. That's the doctrine that governs it. I've stayed in a place, you get? You understand? I've in my streets in Warri Iara, old women like 60, 70, 50 women, they'll be wearing bomb shorts and you get? You can't try that in the north, because you're trying to, you understand, young girls will just dress anyhow, get out, you understand? And you know, they say, the Bible says, when you are thinking itself, you have already committed adultery. Yeah. You understand? But if everybody is dressed decent just because of religion, because religion has put us to that, you understand? If everybody is dressed decent, do you feel there will be more of all those immorality?
Okay.
You understand? So religion has covered all those things, and it's still covering. You understand? But due to this Gen Z and the rest of them, you understand, they're trying to push religion into instinct.
Okay.
You understand?
And it's not a good thing.
Yeah, and it's not a good thing.
Okay.
You get, people no longer care about what they do. You understand? Someone can openly tell you, bro, me, I'm no more so religion. Me, I'm not into religion again. I'm just a free thinker. They don't even believe. You understand? Someone will tell you it's grace and
all that. Yeah.
You understand? It was a bomb blast and everybody came. You understand?
Okay.
You understand? See, the whole religion thing, as I said, you see this religion thing and prophets, pastors, sheikhs, you get me? Yeah? It's a spiritual thing. When you get there, it's a spiritual ranking. Once you are there, you will know, and your thinking will change.
Okay.
You get me? Yeah. That's why you see people like a reverend father. Sorry, a reverend father in the Catholic Church can be 20 years.
Okay.
And someone of 6 years will come, Father, pray for me. God bless you, Father. You understand?
Because of the authority.
The authority that person commands. The level of spirituality that person commands. You get? It's not only to the Christian body, even to the Islam. You have people.
And
then
that
somehow sheikhs at a young age. People see, sheikh. You get me? So that's just the whole thing.
Okay,
You made mention of women, these Gen Z girls dressing to
Immorality.
immoral dressing and all.
Nudity is now
So where is the freedom? Where is the freedom of dressing, freedom of how to dress, freedom of how? Because it all boils down to the fact that these people are just trying to be happy. You do what makes you happy.
Okay, but don't you think that there should be like a level of control, based on freedom? Because although you don't want to control a human, right? But the fact is this: for instance, the highest, in fact, when you want to talk about the most powerful people on earth, if you come to the top 5, you're going to see religious leaders.
Religious leaders.
Yeah. Their job is that either the Pope, or in fact, the Pope. I think the Pope is the third or the second or something. And then you talk about the what for Muslims, I forgot. Sheikhs, yeah. The sheikh is like also the same rank, most powerful. Like if they come there and talk, people listen. They actually when they step into wars, like when they put in their voice or they bring in, even if as they fight for, they say Pope come or sheikh come, everybody no matter how they shoot you, you're mellow down. Do you understand? So don't you feel like? And then we're talking about our generation, the Gen Z. The sort of the freedom, the thing they have, the free-minded thing. Because I've heard Gen Z people talk. Most of them are smart, and then some are very stupid. Very stupid.
Careless.
Careless. Yeah, they claim they're smart.
Very stupid.
So, and I feel like, to me, still also taking out from what you're saying, don't you think they need a level of control? And I think one of the easiest way to actually control humans is not by telling you if you do this, you die.
Imposing law.
If you tell somebody if you do this, you die, the person no go do it. But if you tell somebody if you do this, you die and go to hell, it's this stuff when you die. That is nobody's scared of closing eyes. You don't know where you are. But everybody's scared of closing eyes and waking up to suffering.
Yeah, I dig.
So don't you think that control is needed?
Now, that control is needed because for me to support the only reason I can give in for religion has done more good. Now, I will not even allow my son or someone close to me to go for this LGBT movement and all. Right? Because that's the only thing that I feel it is evil. If there should be a control on how people should dress, how these whole young people should dress, there should be a control. Because in the north, we have this dressing called hijab. The ladies always, the women put on hijab. The dress cover all their curvy shapes so that another man cannot get enticed by their body. So if there should be a way to control the dressing, fine.
That means you are saying that religion somehow does a good
thing. But when we want to come to a public office, let's say you being given that mantle of leadership to work for the people. You're not supposed to impose anything that has to do with religion on the people. I'll use an instance of Kaduna for you as an example. El Rufai, when he was governor of Kaduna State, he did a Muslim ticket. And he did it purposely, like this was an intentional act. Muslim for Muslim ticket. And this is an office that has to do with the public. And this public is handling the people in the state. And there are Christians. There are Southern Kaduna.
Your sense of divide is not because it's still religion based on Muslim.
So he did it based on Muslim ticket. Like it was not supposed to be purposeful. Like it was supposed to be let's do this.
So because now the points now going back is because some Tinubu too did the same thing, right?
Did the same thing. So I was coming
Muslim ticket.
So I was coming to it because now the whole thing now was showing now. The whole thing now was showing that religion now is a game of numbers.
A number of numbers. So it's causing conflict more.
It's causing conflict more.
Religion is not really a game
doing more harm.
Politically,
Because
do you think before Tinubu chose His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima as president, making him look as if he's a Muslim and Muslim ticket? His wife is a pastor. That is the president's wife.
Is a pastor.
Yeah, so it's not about religion here. You get me? And this is someone that basically he goes to church. You get it? Normally. You get it? So it's not. And Who told you that they are not Christians that are under Tinubu that they can't they will tell him, bro, don't do this.
But do you know the fear?
Don't do this.
Do you know the fear?
Don't do
Do you
that.
know the fear is the fact that if a Muslim is in charge, they tend to put a Muslim kind of doctrine or kind
It
of
cannot-
rule. Because okay,
it cannot
let
happen.
me
Let
me know you see reasons why Tinubu had to go for a Muslim candidate.
Of recent,
Tinubu is not a core
Muslim
northerner. He is a tribal northerner.
Okay.
We grew up in the north. We know all these things. You get? When you are in the north and let's say a religious crisis boils down to you,
Yeah.
and you a tribal northerner, you are going to be treated as same as a Christian.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that one.
Whatever happens to a Christian man happens to you, a tribal northerner,
whether
because
you a Christian or not.
they don't care. That is it.
Unless you are
So the
what?
reason why this whole Muslim ticket, because Shetima is a core northerner. They needed that vote because it all boils down to the whole police line is a game of numbers and religion is affecting it, because now if you check the current status of Nigeria, the northerners are more than the whole. So now it's a game of numbers, and that is causing more harm than good to the society and to the world at large.
Wow. Because
he said something about religion being a game of numbers when it comes to politics. Do you know how many Christians work towards Tinubu winning?
it's not about Tinubu winning. I think the notion.
No.
Because I was trying to drop a point. Before.
Do you know how many Christians work towards the success of that election?
You round up this point now, right? At this point now, I'm saying that of recent, the chieftains of APC just made a declaration. It was like he gave an open letter to Tinubu, and he said, "Why would Tinubu appoint a party chairman and the secretary, and both are Muslims, even with him having a Muslim ticket? Now it's a party thing." So it means in the party, the Muslim thing is there, and in the Christian thing, the Muslim thing is there. Now, don't you think, because actually, just by him voicing this out, he said, I'm a core supporter of Tinubu, right? Quoting him. But still, that Muslim ticket for that fact in the party and also in the national, that means there's something wrong. Which, don't you think it's creating the divide? It's creating the divide because...
First of all, like the way I've been saying.
All right.
Yeah? Religion has done more good.
All right.
You understand? Whereas to any religion, shout out to everybody. Whatever religion you are practicing, you believe in, whatever you're doing,
shout out to them.
You, yeah. So the whole Christianity religion has been westernized.
All right.
You get, and it's all about everybody's just trying to push his own selfish interests. But you see, Islam itself, you can't westernize it. They have a very strong doctrine to it. That's how far to respect.
It is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you get. So, they believe in one man go up, the remaining follow. You get?
All right.
So, why Christianity? One man, you go to throw crumbs to the ground.
I don't want to collect it.
You understand?
Okay.
May nobody come. Maybe I just did there.
All right.
You get? Let me just be the boss. I'll be giving you guys crumbs. But them, they believe one man up. That's why you see every position they find themselves.
Okay. What about those killings that happened in North that somebody died? Deborah. We can talk about
You
Deborah.
understand?
And there was Deborah, they killed him and all that. There was Deborah now.
Bro,
Yeah.
okay.
Deborah.
Deborah.
Because
that
you know,
Sokoto.
even of last
Sokoto.
month there was a man that
Sokoto.
said made an anti, so they don't burn him and all that.
Wait,
so like,
bro.
don't you think?
Host, sorry.
Okay.
Deborah grew up in Sokoto.
Yeah. All right.
She knows how Muslims react to blasphemy.
All right.
You get, where you are is a school dominated by Northerners and Muslims. You came to a group, sorry, may I so rest in peace.
Yeah.
You understand?
Amen,
So,
yeah.
Sorry to the family. You understand? You came to a group and you insulted the Holy Prophet.
Okay, my point is,
It was an
if religion
insult.
was not, if there was no Islam, if there was no Islam in quote, if there was no Islam, she would still be alive.
Yeah.
Because that was the problem.
Bro, take it back. You understand? Even in this Lagos that we are, you get, there's some kind of deities you can't insult.
And the deities will come to kill you, not the people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the deities,
no,
like,
no. Sometimes the
because
people will
I know
hunt you.
deities
The
like
people,
in
if the
Okija,
people,
like,
if the
they
people
have
have
dates.
time,
shrine in Anambra.
They have
If the
time.
people have
the
the time
deity comes
And kill
now,
you.
you
kills
mentioning,
So why
You can't
you
just,
mentioning
you can't just,
Deborah,
you
mentioning
can't just
Deborah
insult. People come. People believe. People worship those deities.
yeah.
The worshippers will come for you. You get? They will come for you with everything they have.
Yeah.
I want to take you back to something that happened in Delta State, or to be precise. There's a influencer,
Okay.
probably has a famous name that has
Okay.
to do with one of the common food that we do in Nigeria, probably jollof rice and the rest of it. That's the name called jollof. You understand?
They love-
Don't want to go into
it's popular,
details.
yeah.
You understand? He said something about the king. You understand?
Yeah.
In this same 21st century, as I'm talking to you, he has been banished. He has nothing to do with welcome to Delta State in his life. He has been banished. He will never near that place. In his dreams.
So now, are you trying to tell us that?
You get. That's how. No, we are talking about deity.
Yeah, deity.
You understand?
Yeah, you're mentioning
and the way
deity.
people respect. You get me? You get. But if like, not because of religion, all those things have reduced. You know how many people that have been banished? Do you know how many families that have been banished? But
Then
because
I
of
feel-
religion,
I feel-
you understand? Because of religion, all those people that did all those things, most of them are long gone. So the new generation just feel, let these people come back. Let these families come back. Let them live their life.
So I feel like
You get?
I feel like the whole religion thing are making people do jungle justice.
Okay.
Nothing like jungle justice.
Jungle justice is not supposed
Nothing like
to
jungle
be at
justice.
this present
There's
state
nothing
of
like
our
jungle
Western
justice.
world. You get? Like,
There's nothing
okay,
like
for
jungle
instance,
justice.
Deborah that died. If there is a punishment for blasphemy, why wouldn't she be given that punishment to serve?
Bro,
You get?
you and
So
I
why
know.
are they quick
You
to
and I know. You and
killing
I
her
know.
in front of the school?
You and I know.
Stoning her to death and burning
You
her.
and I know.
It's wrong.
You get?
There are so many
There
other
should be
people.
there should be
No,
a
no.
judgment.
You
There should
and
be
I
a
know.
penalty for going against the tradition. You get? There should be like a penalty. Okay, 2 years imprisonment with hard labor, or let's say something like that. Not just ending someone's life because I say, let's check it out. Let's see now. It's
If there was
wrong.
morals, there'll be like a sentence.
There should be like
No.
a sentence, a punishment
It
for
has.
this.
It has. I told you.
Not
about
to just
doctrine.
end someone's
Okay.
life
I told you about doctrine.
in a broad
See,
daylight.
There was a time in the Church of Deeper Life where they said they can't watch color television.
Yeah.
They can't do this, they can't do that, they can't do this, they can't do that. It has been there for ages. People grew up, rich families, billionaires. They don't watch all these things in the house. This is what has been governing them.
But still
You get-
the same
you
the
get-
same
you
the
get-
same
you
the
get-
same
you
leader
get.
of that
But
same
this
church.
thing has been this
Okay.
thing has been.
But the same
government-
leader of the church came out. The point now, I'm coming. You make a point now. The same leader of the church came out and said, "Okay, I'm sorry. There are some doctrines I made or we made that was not likely to the tenets of what was in. Like we did it blindly." And he asked for forgiveness and said, "Okay, fine. Television and all that. They want television now. You can Google it. It's all there."
Yeah, you get. Okay.
So
I
I'm feeling
understand.
like for him saying that it means that religion is stopping things.
It's,
Like to
it's
me,
all,
I
it
feel like
all
it's-
boils down to the fact that people are just telling themselves lies. Like people are telling themselves lies. They don't tell the people
All right.
the truth.
You know what? Let's. All right. If we keep talking about this thing now, he go
I
no.
told you-
So
I
I think
told
we're
you
going to
say-
do a
say-
part 2. We
Okay,
go got do
I
a
told
part
you-
2.
I told you it's a broad topic. You understand?
It's very broad, very very broad. So guys, on this topic, has religion done more harm than good? We want to hear from you guys. Let us know. Have religion done more harm than good? You can put it down on the comment section. Let us, try and get a constructive argument on this. Remember, vivid opinion is not there to create division or create hatred. We're actually here to actually get your opinions vividly and allow you to express yourself. So guys, see you guys next week on Vivid Opinion. I'm Victor B. It was nice having you guys on
Gabriel,
side.
yeah. And
Big
my
Chief.
brother, Big Chief. You guys should keep watching Vivid
Oh
Opinion.
yeah, now we'll go see.
More content.